Okay, guys, welcome to class. It is Tuesday. I was just going to let you know for tomorrow or for yesterday. So I tried doing the live stream as I told you guys. Some of you guys were saying you could see it and it wouldn't let you in. Some of you guys were saying you couldn't find it anywhere. Um, but at least on my end, I kept trying to connect to it. And I don't know if you'd heard, but at the beginning of the day on Monday, Zoom was down, Google was down, and I think Clever was down. So I remember we had a trifecta of problems going on. So it was a day with a bunch of problems. I think it finally opened up right around the start of school or something. But I never could get it to live stream. It just kept locking up on the intro screen. And that's why some people saw, like, hey, you can join, but then they never were able to. And some people were locked out because I was trying to reconnect. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get that live stream going. Um, I did take video of what I was doing that day. So once I finish the video, I'll post it to YouTube and you can check it out. I'll also give you a quick rundown of what I was doing on Monday. I'll show you the progress we've made. Let's see here. What else we got? There's, oh, I wanted to remind everyone on attendance. Make sure everyone's doing their attendance each day. First thing when you start school each day, log in and do your attendance. If you haven't done it yet, go to your first period class in Otis. Click on lessons and then click on, I believe it's called daily attendance is the lesson. And it's going to run you through that one question answer, and you just click on that answer. It's going to ask you how you're feeling that day. And remember that last option there, something like, I can't remember, I'm feeling terrible, I need help, some equivalent to that. Save that for when you need it. You know, don't make it a joke, but definitely use it if you need to take advantage of it. I will say, what I've been hearing from all kinds of kids today is that this is really rough on everyone. And I believe it. Whether you guys realize it or not, this is very unique, meaning it's only happened this time in human history. We've never had a pandemic that shut us down and all the schools had to go to this digital things. We've had pandemics before, but never in this digital age like this. So it's a whole brand new thing. And I think we're just bombarded with negative stuff all the time. You know, the coronavirus is going, people are getting sick, things are locked down. You hear that all the time. California's just erupted in all these wildfires. If you look on the map for wildfires, I think I showed it to you guys. It's the whole state. It's fires everywhere. We've never had something like that before. We got smoke in the air, literally raining down ash everywhere. The news media is just super negative, and you've got everyone's locked in their house. You know, you guys are stuck in the house. Your parents are stuck in the house. Your family's stuck in the house, and so you're all crammed into this small little area to live, and you never get any breaks from everyone. You know, it's not like you get to go away from everyone for a while and reset. So it's taking a toll on everyone. I think everyone's having a hard time, and I've been hearing lots of kids saying they're super depressed or they're getting into arguments with the family. And yeah, it's a rough time, guys. Just so you know, um, you're having a hard time. Your parents are probably having a hard time. The teachers are having a hard time. I mean, learning all these new skills, having all this thrown at you, it's a lot of stress. So if you're not feeling stressed, that means you're doing really good. If you are stressed, just know everyone else is in that mode too, and we're all stressed, and somehow we're going to get through this. Like I said, first time it's ever happened, so you guys are kind of the guinea pigs. You're figuring out how all this stuff works for all of us so that we could do the school this way. And with any luck, we'll be back next trimester, and things will be back to normal. I know all of us are really hoping for it, so that's my goal. Okay. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. The main thing I need to remind you guys, you do need to make that Google slideshow. I think most of you have already done it, and then you have to share it with me. So that'd be Jay Augustinelli at Roseville City School District K8.org. As soon as you start typing in Jay Augustinelli, it should populate for you, and you should be able to just, it should just populate right up there for you. As soon as you start typing it, it should find my name, and then you can share it with me, okay? I have had some people trying to turn in the Google Doc from the fire inspection. So your fire safety inspection sheet should not be turned in as a document. It should be turned in on that Google slide. So if you did the document, that's okay. Just copy and paste the info from that onto a new slide or two onto your slide presentation. Okay. Some of you did share that Google Docs, but I just deleted it if you sent it to me because I don't want to grade it that way. I want to grade it in the Google Slides. In all of the arts, we're an IB school. I'm sure you guys know that by now. We're an IB school, and one of the things that we need to do in art is keep a process journal. And this Google slide is going to become your process journal. So you'll keep that basically all year. We do it, and in the advanced classes, we do it too. Every art class does it. Okay. Any questions on how to do that or submit it? If you do have any, I can always guide you through the process. Let's see here. Okay, I talked about the attendance, talked about the live stream getting messed up. I'm gonna try another live stream because I like the idea of it. I think it'd be cool. So I'll probably try another one in probably 2 weeks or so and just see how it goes. I'd really like to get it to work. Just like you guys, we're learning all this new technology too, and I think that'd be cool for a shop class. And then I told you about if you are having problems with life, if life's overwhelming you, remember you can always hit that bottom option on the attendance thing, and then the counselor will contact you and see how things are going. So if you ever need that, you know, if times are getting real rough, if you're not sure what's going on, you're either angry or scared or anxious or nervous or just worried, things like that, you can always use that bottom option. It's a real easy way to have somebody reach out to you. And just to be honest, probably everyone over the course of their life is going to need that kind of help at some point or another. You know, pretty much everyone gets overwhelmed sometime in their life. Okay, how'd the fire safety inspection go? Did you guys have fire alarms in every room? Were they working? Did you have to change any batteries?
All of them for me were where they were supposed to be, and none had missing batteries or anything.
Nice, very good. How about everyone else? Did anyone find any errors, any missing ones?
No.
Lucy, you found one?
Yeah, well, we have one in the living room,
Yeah.
but it got taken down because the battery wore out, but we're gonna put it back up in a little while.
Oh, really good. Yeah, that happens a lot in houses. The stupid thing starts to go beep, and then 2 minutes later, beep, and then 2 minutes later, beep, and you're trying to figure out where that stupid alarm is, but there's so many alarms in houses now. Can't figure out which one it is, and people just start taking down alarms because it always goes off at 2 in the morning. You know, it never like goes off at a convenient time. Always goes off at night. So it's very common to like rip the thing off the wall, take the batteries out, and then people just don't get around to putting it back. So hopefully you guys did the inspection. Hopefully you found fire alarms in all the rooms they were supposed to be. As shop students in the construction industry, we've got to start learning building codes. And in California, we needed to have fire alarms in every single room where somebody slept and every hallway leading to one of those rooms. And then if you lived in a mansion with a floor of your house that has no rooms, you just need at least one on that floor. Yeah, Lucy.
Are we supposed to have a fire alarm in our kitchen? Because we don't have one because every time we'd start the oven, it would go off. So are we supposed to have one?
Ooh,
in there?
I got some people in the waiting room. No, you do not need one in the kitchen, and that's why a lot of people don't have one there. But it's a good idea to have one near the kitchen so that just in case. Let me check these guys in. DJ. Okay, White Hamill. Betancourt. Betancourt. Christian. All right. For those of you guys that just joined us, I apologize. I just noticed there was like 6 other people in the waiting room. It usually pops up little reminders, but for whatever reason, it didn't pop them up. So I didn't see you. So I apologize for that. Aiden J. Aiden J. Go. Okay. So again, I apologize for that. I'm guessing that kind of stuff's going to happen throughout the year. This technology is new for everyone, and especially for me. I do a lot of demonstrations where I'm walking around the classroom, and Aiden's look like he keeps getting kicked out. Yeah, so I walk around a lot, and unfortunately, I won't always see it on my screen. I've been trying to get it so I could project it to my TV. It was supposed to get fixed last week, but I still haven't gotten it working. So that'll help some when we figure that out. But until then, I apologize if you get stuck in the waiting room. Okay, so some good news. We're going to be starting our first engineering challenge tomorrow. I'm going to give you a brief little explanation about it today, but it's going to be the Marble Roller Coaster Challenge. So we will start that tomorrow, which I'm very excited about because in this class, you're supposed to be up, moving around, building things. And so that'll be our first chance to get to do it. Okay. So the other thing I wanted to show you is I'm going to take you on a tour around the classroom. I wanted to show you what I was working on Monday. It's one of our tools that we've had for a long time, and it's all in pieces right now. So I just wanted to show it to you and show you what we were working on. Let me swap. It'll take me a second to swap to my iPad, and then I'll bring you around here. Let's do this. Okay. So if you guys switch to the one, if you pin the one that says Augustinelli, you should be able to see this stuff. And then turn the volume off, mute. Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna take you on a little tour here. So you've probably seen the shop before, and where you're used to seeing the planer, it's usually sitting over here. This is our planer. I've got it all in pieces right now. You can see some wood laying on it because I was using it to catch the parts that fall out of it. So this is our planer. Again, you're probably not used to seeing it all taken apart like this. Normally it has covers on the side. You can actually see inside the planer right now, which is kind of rare. When I do the safety on this, you never get to see it because it's all blocked up here. But there's the infeed roller, grabs the board. As the board comes through, it grabs it, feeds it into the cutter. I'll show you the cutter in a second, but it's the big piece that goes right here. It's like a 25-pound slab of steel, okay? And then it feeds to the outfeed roller, which let's see if I can see it. I don't know if it'll show up on camera. Yeah, right here. That's the outfeed roller. And then I have all this wood under there that just caught the blade. The blade, like I said, is about 25 pounds and the blades are razor sharp. So if they fall, they'll ding up, or if I try to grab it, they'll cut my hand. So I wanted wood to catch it. This is where all the gears and pulleys go, but it's all taken apart now. So that's what I was doing Monday. I've got it cleaned up and all taken apart and it's ready to go back together. I'll show you, well, here's some more parts. So there's some pulleys and gears and everything. There's an interesting little splined gear right here. So that's what I was doing on Monday. Here's the old cutter head. Thing, like I said, it might not look like it. Might not look like it on camera, but it's about 25 pounds of solid steel. It's a cylinder with these grooves cut in it, and inside it has these 3 knives. I'm going to try to pick one up without cutting myself here. If I cut myself, one of you is going to have to bandage me. Okay, so I don't know if they'll show up on camera, but it has these long 12-inch knives on it, and they're razor sharp. And that's what we use to plane down the boards to give them a nice smooth finish. So that's the old style. And we just got this new spiral helical cutter head. And if you look on this one here, I'm gonna try to touch it without cutting myself. It's got all these little carbide cutters on them. And so they wrap in a spiral. It gives you a really nice cut. And it turns our old planer into like the newest technology having these. It's a lot more quiet, gives you a much better cut, and can cut through knots. So as you do safety, you'll learn about all that stuff. But so now this thing has to go in. It's got these bearings on it right here, and I have to press them into this little sleeve here. And then this can go back in the planer, and then it's all back together. So it's probably about an hour or two away from being done. Ooh, that's rolling away on me. And in order to get all those off, I had to use this gear puller, and they were pressed on here, and this gear puller will pull them right off, and it uses tremendous amount of force to do it, but it's a really cool invention. Okay, and I got a couple videos for you today just to kind of whet your appetite for this whole marble roller coaster challenge, but I just wanted to show you a couple of materials too. We're stuck at home, so unfortunately, instead of getting to use all the stuff at the shop, you're gonna have to find stuff around your house. These are just some materials I found around the shop that were good. This is a styrofoam cup. It'd be perfect for a tunnel or for cutting the bottom out, and it'd be a funnel to drop the roller coaster marble through. This is a plastic piece of PVC pipe. Again, would make a good tunnel. This is a random piece of dust collection equipment, and I thought it would make an awesome spiral effect for when the marble rolls in there. So that's a possibility. Got a bunch of tape. You could actually tape all different kinds of shapes together. You could tape paper, or like this is a manila folder. You could tape any of those together. It's only limited by your creativity. Here's a piece of Romex. It's just like flexible wire. You could drop the marble in and it will follow the curve for you. So you could use that. I've got a couple rulers here. This is an architect's ruler. Has this cool like ninja star shape to it. And you could use those channels to roll marbles down too. These are just two rulers. Get in a little closer. There's a channel in the middle here, and you could actually use that channel. I bet it would roll right down that. Or you could put two together and have them roll down this channel, or just two pieces of wood would do the same thing, or two pieces of anything really. And then the marble could just roll in between them. So a lot of just standard, this was a funnel, a little paper funnel I found. You could cut the bottom out. So all kinds of little like types of devices you could use around the house. It's just limited by your creativity. If you want to get started, let me switch back to my computer.
Are you allowed to buy stuff like for it and that stuff?
Yeah, I don't care if you buy stuff. I would just try to keep it cheap. Don't go crazy on buying stuff, you know. We want to try to, oh, Aiden J's here. Hey, Aiden, I'm not sure why yours keeps getting kicked, but it's like you come on and then it kicks you. I'm not sure what's going on. Just so you know, on our end, we keep letting you in. It's just kicking you for some reason. Olivia, yes.
When do we start working on this?
Tomorrow. So Wednesday and Thursday are going to be straight work days on it. And then Friday, I'd like you to show it to me on camera. However, I'm not going to make it due for sure until Monday, but I'd like to, I would like to see it on Friday. Liam?
I was supposed to have a live stream. I couldn't find it. I didn't see the live stream go up.
Oh, the live stream? Yeah, the live stream got messed up, unfortunately. It was stuck in limbo the whole day. I could never get it to function right, so I wasn't able to do it. I do have a video of what I did, and I'll post it to YouTube when it's all done. But I need to finish putting the machine back together and then edit the video. But I will make a professional video of the process as well, so you could see it.
Mr. Augustine.
Yeah.
Mr. Augustine.
Yeah, go ahead.
So for the past like 20 minutes or more, probably like 30, it wasn't letting me in. I kept going in and out of the waiting room.
Yeah, I
finally tried
saw
one
that.
last time, sent an email to, and then finally worked.
Yeah, don't worry about it, guys. That stuff's going to happen. Unfortunately, we're relying on technology, and we're going to have those problems. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to go real easy on your grading on this trimester. I want to keep I want it stress-free. We don't need to add more stress to this stressful situation, okay? This is a fun class. You're in the woodshop class. This is fun. It's supposed to be like you getting to practice building and learning how tools work. So I want it fun. It's not, I don't want this to be stressful. And I know I saw you coming and going, and I kept letting you in, and it kept kicking you. Don't worry about it. Not a big deal. It's going to happen. Let's see. So before I do the 2 videos, what else? What was I going to do? I think that's it. Any questions from anyone? Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Is the videos about the Marvel roller coaster?
Yeah, it's going to give you a couple of ideas about them.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll unveil everything tomorrow officially. But if you wanted to kind of get stuff ready, I just wanted to show you some of the supplies you might want to try to gather and try to get your ball ready to go. I think most of you got one already, but anything small is fine. Golf ball, ping pong ball, marble, ball bearing, anything like that. Even up to about a tennis ball is okay. All right, let me show you this video. These are just some possibilities. You don't have to build it this way. These are just to give you an idea. Okay, I gotta share the screen here. Oops. All right, let me share this and we'll get going. Okay, here we go.
Hi, Kat.
Hi.
Gosh, isn't it amazing what you can do with cardboard?
Yes, cardboard's a really great material to work with because you can cut it up into all different kinds of shapes, bend.
Hey guys, some of you might really like this and you're gonna go into engineering. We use cardboard all the time because it's a really cheap material that's easy to work with. You can bend it and shape it, glue it. It just works really well for making 3-dimensional models. So some of the things that you're gonna do in engineering are gonna require something we call a proof of concept. And proof of concept just means we want to test it and see if it looks like it'll actually work. So we use cardboard all the time. Even professional engineers use cardboard all the time because it's perfect for doing that proof of concept. So I'll stop talking and let it go, but I just wanted to point that out.
It's just really useful and also a really accessible resource.
So do you actually use it in your day job?
Yeah, so we often use cardboard in the early design process to show our designs because you can show them in 3D.
And I guess you can go through a lot of trial and error, and it's not really that expensive, so you can make mistakes.
Yeah, that's right.
So should we test it out?
Yes, so the marble starts at the top of the run with lots of potential energy due to its height.
Yay, bullseye, wow. You could really see how it changed direction and pace as a result of these different shapes.
There are lots of other features that you can add as well, and if you talk to Tom, I'm sure he can tell you a lot more.
So he's on the next table?
Yes.
I'll head that way. Well done, looks great. Hi, Tom.
Hi, Shani.
Wow, this is impressive. It's almost my height. Must have taken you hours.
It has taken a long time. It's taken a lot of experimenting, testing, retesting, all the different angles, just to adjust it so the marble can run all the way through perfectly.
Right, I've got to see it in action. Let's do this. Oh, made it uphill. Nice. Is that sandpaper?
Yeah. Perfect.
That is incredible. And such a nice, gentle ending.
Exactly. But if you want to see something truly amazing, you should see what Owen's got on his table.
Okay, I will. Thank you. Well done. Wow, Owen,
Hi,
this
Shani.
is so impressive. All these different structures and forms and shapes. That must really affect the way the marble actually runs through the course.
Definitely. When you've got different components with different surface types, that really affects the friction on the ball, and that allows us to control the speed.
That sounds amazing. I want to see that in action.
Definitely go for it. The ball's down the bottom there.
Okay. Wow, that was incredible. And it proves that you don't actually need distance to make the time. You can just stall it. I saw it just swirling and swirling and swirling for ages.
Exactly, using a bit of centrifugal force there to keep it going. Basically, gravity wants the marble to go down, and we're just trying to make it as long as possible for it to do it.
Fantastic job, love it. Now it's your turn to take the challenge.
Okay, so those are just some samples. You don't have to build yours like that. They're just an idea of a way to do it, okay? So in general, I'll just give you the brief thing real quick. In general, you're gonna need to have 3 different levels, and you're gonna have 8 little like courses or pieces. It's gotta go through at least 8 different things. So pretty simple parameters. I'm leaving it very wide open. Just has to be at least 3 levels and has to have 8 different little like course features. And so very simple. You got probably 12 or so minutes left in the class today. I'm gonna let you guys go early and get started on this, but I'll talk about it in detail tomorrow and then turn you guys loose on our very first engineering challenge. So I'm excited to see what you guys come up with. So
When you say 3 levels, do you mean 3 different things or just 3 levels high?
3 heights, 3 different heights.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
3 elevations.
Are we, for the cardboard one, are we allowed to like color it in that stuff if we have time?
You can do whatever you want. It's completely open to your imagination.
Okay.
Any other questions? No? Okay.
My microphone is up. What do you mean by 3 levels high?
It has to be 3 different elevations. So at any time along the course, the marble has to be at 3 different levels. So it has to start at 1.
Oh, so yeah, so like you're saying it has to go down like at least 3 times or go up. Like, how are you gonna make it go up actually?
Be tough. You could. There's ways
You
to
could
do
use
it.
like a hairdryer or something.
Yeah.
Like a really
So
strong hairdryer.
any of that stuff's fine. It's up to your imagination, but it just has to change to 3 distinct levels. They don't even have to be that far apart. It just has to be 3 different levels. So any other questions? Feel free to ask if you got any.
Do we have to only build 1?
Yeah, you're not going to have a lot of time to do more than 1. You could make it as intricate as you want, though.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, Luke.
Why did everybody leave the meeting?
Oh, I said if you're good to go, you're free to go.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.